Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Cress Nether. Here in the Fey Groves, I welcome you all to twitch.tv/nethervt and welcome to another episode or another stream of By the Book Daggerheart. I hope you're all doing very well. I've seen some folks in chat doing some random encounters, and there were a couple of people who were first. Ducky is first today, Sunflare Space is second, and Kamesy is third. Congratulations on your positions on the podium. I also see that most of the people have defeated their encounters of the day. If you haven't yet redeemed one of those encounters, you are always free to do so. But today we are playing By the Book Daggerheart, and playing is a bit of a stretch right now because we are just going to be talking about our level ups, and we are talking a little bit about what our characters will be doing in our next mini arc, and talking a little bit through our choices for the characters. So with that said, I am just going to step into the call with everyone momentarily, and by momentarily I mean 3, 2... Hello, and welcome everyone.
Hello.
I hope you're all doing well. I know some people are having a little bit of a poorly time.
Cats.
Cats.
Sorry, I just saw a really cool picture of the Artemis 2 flyby of the Earth.
Oh.
And it is a high-res picture where if you look at the poles, you can see the auroras.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in media share so
Thank you.
people can look at it.
I also have seen a picture from Central Command where they have a plushie of the cat from, well, one of the cats from Sailor Moon called Artemis.
I was about to say specifically Artemis, yes.
Yes.
My favorite thing so far about the whole mission is that they were trying to open Microsoft Outlook, but they had 2 Microsoft Outlook instances going on, and neither of them were working, so NASA had to remote into the computer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It is silly.
Scary.
It is a little bit sad.
Microsoft is so busted at scaling fucking spaceships.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is
switching
stupid,
vibe
though.
coding to Microsoft, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I would not want to be on a spaceship with anything Windows running on it. That's horrifying. That is a horrifying thought.
What was also funny was that one of the people who was doing the live stream was like, yeah, I'm trying to end the stream, but the button to stop streaming is just grayed out. I don't know what to do. And I was like,
no.
You're just like us. You're just like us streamers.
Yep.
Thank God.
Streaming is hard.
It
You know your
is.
struggle.
But other than that, are you all ready to talk some Daggerheart?
Always.
Indeed.
Oh,
Definitely.
excellent. Because I am too. I should...
I'm 3. I mean, sorry.
Don't say that on Twitch!
I'll keep our secrets better next time.
Okay. Let me see... As we'll pause this music. And start this one. So, the plan for today is to level up, because we've played our little mini arc in Nolan, where you've uncovered a little bit of a mystery and prevented a robbery, as it were. And so because of that, we basically will have it so that next session we'll start probably in Cot or maybe somewhere else as you're traveling, but you will have received a bit of a reward. I will have to figure out exactly what each of you will be receiving alongside some payment. but you also, and this is not necessarily a reward in universe as it is out of universe, you will all level up as characters. Which is a rather simple process for if you're used to things like Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons, there's a couple of choices that you get to make, and there's a couple of things that you just get. Daggerheart is also very specific about using a milestone system, which in the book it says, when your party reaches a milestone in a campaign, the GM will tell you that it's time to level up. How often this happens is up to your GM and your group's narrative preferences, but most groups play at least 3 sessions between levels. I feel like we're still queuing close to the by the book label on that. All party members level up at the same time. When you level up your character, you can upgrade their character traits and features. Generally, characters begin their journey at level 1 and end their journey at level 10. I don't know how close to that we'll be queuing for by the book itself. This is mostly just an introduction to a system.
Assuming we get to level 10 and don't, even if we try, don't kick the bucket while we're at it.
Oh, I will never die. They gotta kill like 3 other people before they get to me.
Do I have to take that as a challenge?
As long as I have stress, I can't die.
You have to.
All right. Well, in Daggerheart, we have what are called tiers. Level 1 is tier 1. Tier 2 is level 2, 3, and 4. Then you get tier 3 for levels 5, 6, and 7, and tier 4 for levels 8, 9, and 10. Whenever you go up a tier, a couple of extra things happen. You gain an additional experience, so you start with your 2 experiences, and now you're getting an extra one. You also gain a permanent +1 bonus to your proficiency. We haven't dealt with proficiency yet, much, but basically what will happen is if you have to do a certain amount of damage with a weapon, you roll your proficiency amount of dice, is usually how it goes. So for instance, if I bring up Hafrit with his greatsword, your damage currently is 1d10 plus 3 with your tier 1 greatsword. As you level up, that becomes 2d10 plus 3.
Neat.
That is very neat.
That is good.
Now, if you all go into your character sheets, and I'll make sure that I show this on stream as well. I have Hafrit as an example here. You will note that I've already added that you are level 2 in your top right corner. And there is a little button next to it that says you can level up.
A double
a
up
couple
arrow.
Yes.
A couple of chevrons, yes.
2 chevrons pointing upwards.
Are we allowed to push the button?
You are allowed to push the button. Actually, let me just bring up a test character here so that Hafrit can press all of the buttons, or Alvrans can press all of the buttons for Hafrit as he wishes.
No. Oh.
What's going on?
No, I found it. It's okay.
You found it? Okay.
Good.
Excellent. You then get basically you get a list of all of the options that you can choose for your level up. You have 2 choices to make. You have 2 things that you can mark. First, you can mark a +1 bonus to 2 unmarked character traits, and then mark them so you can't increase them anymore this tier. So for instance, our test character has a very high agility and high finesse and instinct, and I think I would like to add a +1 to agility and a +1 to finesse. Then I mark one of these 3 options. That is my first choice for this level up. I also can then choose to do that again for 2 other character traits. Or I can choose one of the other 5 options. Those are permanently gain 1 hit point slot, permanently gain 1 stress slot, permanently gain a +1 bonus to 2 experiences, choose an additional domain card of my level or lower from a domain you have access to, or permanently gain a +1 bonus to evasion. You might already see in Tier 3 and Tier 4 that some other options are available. At a later tier, you can increase your proficiency. Eventually, your proficiency can become +6 by doing so. And with Tier 3 and Tier 4, you can also choose to multi-class, which means you get a subclass card from your class, from another class, but it does mean that you can't take an upgraded subclass card from your original class in that tier. So it's either boosting your own class or gaining a foundation subclass feature from another class. So I think our test character, who is a ribbit ranger, they would like to gain a +1 bonus to evasion. They're currently, we just have to make sure that that is equipped. They have a 13 evasion, and with a +1, that'll become even better. Once you've chosen those 2 options, you can go from level advancement to advancement choices, and that's where you both get the option to gain a new experience. My test character has the experiences this and that, and a new experience is some other thing. The increased traits will be agility. By the way, this is not a drop-down menu, unfortunately. This is something you have to type in, so you start with A, then you get agility, or you start with F. Oh, it is a drop-down menu, never mind.
It is a drop-down menu, but only for the first one for some reason.
When I
it only worked for the second one for me.
Clicked it again, it led me to the second one.
Okay.
It's a little finicky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Then finally, after you've done all of that, there is one final choice to make, and that is choosing a domain card.
Or 2.
Or 2 if you've chosen to choose an additional domain card, yes. And I think my test ranger will gain ferocity. This is something you get a browser window, and you can drag one of the options to one of the open spots. Once all of that is done, you get a little summary window after you press to summary. My proficiency is increased from 1 to 2. My damage thresholds are increased as well, because that is tied to your levels as well. You can see that you have the domain card or cards that you've picked, the new experience that you have, and how your level advancements have shaken out. So my evasion is increased, and my agility and finesse are increased. Increased. So then I finish level up, and because we're using Foundry VTT, and specifically Foundry-born, all of that then is added automatically. And that is how level up works in Daggerheart. Now my question is, or rather, I am curious to hear what kind of choices you're all making.
I'm increasing 2 traits, I'm adding 2 domain cards, and I don't yet know about the experience.
Okay.
I'm also doing that.
Very fair.
I'm getting inspirational words and Book of Ava.
Okay.
So inspirational words will let me heal people a little bit.
Yeah. That is really
Just
neat.
as an off heal sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In case it's necessary.
I think I'm gonna go for +1 bonus to character traits and +1 bonus to evasion.
Excellent.
Also, Book of Ava gives me an ability to give someone a +1 to their armor, which is neat.
That is very good.
For the increased traits, though, I know I'm going to increase presence, but I'm not sure if the other one should be knowledge or something that I'm 0 on.
It might be worth taking a look at some of your domain cards if you haven't already, because I have one that's like, hey, increase your invasion by this much, and it's half your agility. I'm like, ooh, do I want to increase agility instead?
Yeah, my ones don't have anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
What I'm taking for the main cards is 1 Conscious Swarm, which is by choice either a defensive or AoE aggressive thing.
Okay.
And the other thing right now, I am considering to either be Cindergrasp, which is a more of a single target fire thing, but I don't know if any of you also have ways to set people on fire, so I'm not sure whether or not I double up on something there.
I could take a fire option.
Okay, I do know that we'll have to reflavor that.
The Conscious Swarm? Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So
yes,
I'll think about how to do that.
Swarm of kittens.
Yes.
I was thinking birds or some such.
Depending, there's the 2 things that Conscious Swarm does is it just does magic damage to all enemies in an area around, as in within close range.
Mm-hmm.
Or it essentially makes a shield. So essentially it's just some AoE either attack or a shield, a temporary one. So you can reflavor those as anything really.
Yeah. We'll figure out what fits with your character, your aesthetics.
Yeah, inspirational words gives me a number of tokens equal to my presence, which I'm increasing anyway. And I can use each of those tokens to clear an ally's stress, hit points, or hope. Or give them a hope. So I can heal hit points or stress, or give you hope with the tokens.
Yeah.
And I take a long rest, I get rid of all my unspent tokens and get new ones.
Mm-hmm. Gamesy, are you...
The Book of Ava gives force push, basically.
Yes.
I make a spellcast roll to knock someone back to far range and give them a d10 and +2 magic damage using my proficiency. Which is pretty good. To have his armor is spend a hope to give someone a +1 bonus to armor score until I next rest or cast it again.
Very good.
And Ice Spike make a spell cast roll brackets 12. Not sure what that means.
That means that you have to hit 12 or higher.
To summon a large ice spike within far range. If you use it as a weapon, make a spell cast roll against target's difficulty instead. On success, it deals a d6 physical damage using proficiency.
Right. So there's a difference between whether you just want to create it for the purposes of maybe climbing on top of it or creating ice
Blocking something.
or blocking something, then it uses the static difficulty of 12, and otherwise it becomes the difficulty of hitting an adversary. Or, and I know Daggerheart doesn't do PvP necessarily, but otherwise it would be like someone's evasion.
The other one I would consider switching to is Book of Sigil, which has Adjust Appearance, which means I can look like whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Parallelo, which is spend 2 hope to cast this on yourself or an ally in close range. The next time the target makes an attack, they can hit an additional target within range that their attack roll succeed against. You can only hold this on one creature at a time. And Illusion, which is make a spellcast roll brackets 14. On a success, create a temporary visual illusion no larger than you within close range. It lasts for as long as you look at it. It holds up to scrutiny until the observer is within melee range.
I do like that specifically mentioned it lasts for as long as you look at it.
Yeah.
Illusions are... You can do fun things with that, yeah.
Absolutely. And you were
Another
looking
option-
at Book of Ava as well. So that's
Yeah,
Power
those
Push,
things.
Tavis, Armors, and Ice Spike, yeah.
I think one of those two could be fun.
Nice.
Another option I have available in case we do end up not really needing the fire spell would be Floating Eye, which does pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Which is just I can summon a floating eye that I can look through, and it can move within very far range.
Yeah.
Yay, eyeballs.
I mean, it's useful.
It is useful. Honest.
It's more of a
But-
utility thing. If I'm already
Oh, yeah.
taking a very good, either defensive or offensive combat
Mm-hmm.
spell with Conjure Swarm, then the Floating Eye would be a more out of combat utility thing for this level. I think that would be my choice for now.
Okay.
Sorry, we keep bringing up Conjure Swarm, and I was thinking of the
Love kittens.
since Rune is a courier, not kittens, but it's the thing from Yakuza Like a Dragon where you just
Oh, yeah.
call people.
Yeah.
to do it.
the air quotes pound mates system.
That's it, yeah, pound mates,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's kind of fun.
It is very silly, yes.
Sometimes it's a bunch of like really burly dudes, other times it's a chicken.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the chicken's kind of good. It heals you.
I shouldn't call out people in chat, but I see that. Anyway.
I'm taking. I'd be summoning the burly dudes, but that's me.
It's absolutely valid.
I think I'm gonna go for the illusion book.
All right.
Ooh,
It's a
fun.
good one.
I think
I
that
have been
would be
eyeing
more fun
that
to
for
play
my
with.
character as well. Different campaign, but
Yeah,
Right, so
it's in Codex.
here's a-
so-
Here's a question on the wording of that, actually. When it says it holds up under scrutiny until you're in melee range,
Yeah.
does that mean when you move into melee range you notice it's an illusion immediately?
I would
Or-
say yes. Like you, at a point, unless like the illusion that you make is so out there that it's like incongruous with where it is placed.
Yes.
It's then like, oh, what is this? Woke up. Oh, this is an illusion because depending on how we flavor it, it becomes slightly translucent when you are that close, or you can see certain things moving and you can see that it's just dots of light, or
I'm gonna have it that the outline is made of words, like written words,
oh,
Oh,
that's neat.
because
interesting.
Kaelin is writing it into existence.
Yeah, I do like that. You can just see the lines of code, dialogue.
Yes. all the prose that went into describing the creature.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, is it something where if you, like, say it's in the middle of the room and, like, you run past, like, you're in a combat, you run past it, would you, even if you only move past it and don't, like, stay in melee range of it, would you then still notice? Or
It
is it
says
something...
just until an observer is within melee range, so I would say if you walk past it, then yeah, you could probably notice.
Right. I think observer
that
implies
becomes
that you're paying attention to it?
Yeah, I think it could be argued, and I think Daggerheart is very much a system where it could be argued is
in which
part
case I would
of
say
the rules.
That is up to the GM if the person is observing it or not.
Yeah, like if there is like a guard that you're making as an illusion in front of the door that you've just entered to ransack a place, and there's other guards running past the illusion, I think that would require like a roll from the GM to figure out like, hey, that is not actually our colleague, that is a fake guy.
He's not a regular guy.
He's not a regular guy.
You a fake guy.
Yeah. You cannot do that transaction. I was also curious, Kimsey, what is nose choosing?
Well, my experience is also the arcane is no longer a secret to me.
Oh, nice.
Because I learned about arcane stuff while checking out the orb.
Neat. So I didn't hear Kimsey.
Like, sorry, my mic.
Yeah.
I was gonna lean right in.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know. I'm having a little bit because.
Oh, you are really cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Rude technology.
Because apparently the captions are hearing you, but we are not.
Okay, there we go.
I play Microsoft.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The input sensitivity had a moment.
Ah.
Is this better?
Yes.
So far so good. Okay,
fantastic. I don't know what I want to pick.
Okay.
Because I missed the combat session.
Right.
It feels a little bit like. I mean, I feel like if I pick anything, it works. But I don't know if my character works off stress or not, or if my character has anything that utilizes hope, because I missed the opportunities to see that.
Hope is always good to bump up because you could like spend hope to help other people with their attacks or other things, or to do like hope is always a good go-to. And then there's always the domain card one to give you more stuff.
Given how central hope and fear are to this system, I'd be surprised if there's a class that doesn't make use of it in some way. I think stress, from what I've seen, is like, even though I'm like, I think Druid is built to be a bit of a spellcaster primarily, there's still some like abilities that are like, and if you do this, go mark stress. So it seems like it's more of a niche resource, but it also seems to be something where like, if you choose like a domain card that makes use of stress, you make use of stress at some point.
Yeah.
You can, if you're in the screen, I think you can click over to advancement choices without selecting the level advancements and just look at the domain cards you have available and read through those. That might give you a clearer picture if you haven't done that yet.
I haven't, thank you.
So there are, in the Midnight domain, because you have access to Midnight and Grace, the options that you have for domain cards are Midnight Spirit and Shadowbind. Midnight Spirit allows you to summon a humanoid-sized spirit that can move or carry things for you until your next rest. You can also send it to attack an adversary, so it's kind of like an an echo or a shadow clone,
It's
depending
a
on.
little guy.
It doesn't even have to be a little guy, just a humanoid-shaped guy. And
Yes,
so
Miss Nose. I will go kick that person for you. I'll be right back.
something like that is definitely possible.
Nose gets a henchman.
Yeah.
Mayhaps a goon.
And
I
a
was
hinge
gonna say.
nose.
And then the second one is Shadowbind. You can make a spellcast roll against all adversaries within very close range, and targets you succeed against are temporarily restrained as their shadow binds them in place. So that is the midnight part of your level up, and you can always choose. Well, hold on.
I assume that spell only works on targets that have a shadow.
Yes, I would say that a being or an adversary that is completely made out of light does not have its own shadow. And now
Well,
I have to make an adversary that is completely made out of light. Thank you very much for that option.
It can also be translucent.
It can also be translucent. That's correct. Like the glass salamander that you fought.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
But you can also always choose from like your level 1 options as well. So you still have Pick and Pull and Rain of Blades that you hadn't chosen from Midnight. And from Grace, you have Enrapture and Inspirational Words to choose, as well as Tell No Lies and Troublemaker. Tell No Lies says you can make a spellcast roll against a target within very close range. On a success, they can't lie to you while they remain within close range, but they are not compelled to speak. So this is in D&D terms, a single target zone of truth.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Inspirational Words and Enrapture.
And then Troublemaker is the other level 2 domain card. When you taunt or provoke a target within far range, you can make a presence roll against them. Once per rest on a success, you roll a number of d4s equal to your proficiency. So that is currently 2. The target must mark stress equal to the highest result rolled. So that could be like up to 4 stress.
Would have prevented that dude from sending all his fucking goons after me.
So that is a very, very strong option, especially given Nose feels like a very social character to me.
Yes. Very much so, yes.
And then you might want to, if you were to choose one of these, you could consider hey, bumping up your presence for that specifically. But there are, as you hear, multiple options, and I'm happy to talk through whatever you wish to help you out with it.
Yeah, I'll let you know if anything comes up as I'm reading through stuff while you go through session.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, I'll DM you.
Okay. And for the others, how far are we with the character creation, or sorry, the level up?
Character creation, we're good.
I'm just trying to think of a new experience.
Right. So currently we have First Aid Medic and Navigator. Do you think something in our mini arc has
Thinking about that right now.
That's what I base mine on.
You have...
That's what I based mine on too.
Yes, the arcane is no longer a secret to me, because you have your experiences with
The egg.
Specifically the magic device, the egg, yeah.
Eggy.
Egg.
Just trying to figure out my domain card.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean more into the healer part of a Seraph. Despite the fact that I have +2 on strength, so it would make sense to lean into the strength, but I don't feel that really matches Ophelia's character per se.
it doesn't necessarily have to be like the only thing.
No. I'm currently thinking of healing hands for the domain card.
Mm-hmm.
And increasing finesse, because for the new experience I was thinking of Mender, because one of the things that we did talk about in the backstory was that she was teaching Hafrit things, like probably how to mend clothes.
I think that my current set of clothes is too damaged to be mended.
Oh dear.
I got fucked up.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't break. Let's say that. But you do need
it's
to
more,
repair it. Yes.
Like, I'm not saying that the armor is like I still have clothes to wear, but it's more like, oh damn, my nice coat's fucked up, type of thing.
It might become a little bit.
I got my own blood all
patchwork.
over it.
I have decided to get a +1 bonus to 2 unmarked character traits.
Okay.
Which I chose strength and agility because I am strong. And
You are strong.
I needed agility for something else.
Mm-hmm.
For the other level advancement thing that I chose, I got a permanent +1 bonus to my evasion.
Excellent.
For the domain card, I grabbed I gotta check the level real quick, but I did grab one of the bone ones, I believe, called Untouchable. It is a level 1 thing.
Okay.
I gain a bonus to my evasion equal to half my agility. So this level I got 2 evasion.
Very good.
And then for my new experience, in theme with the little mini thing that we grabbed, I decided to get hard-headed.
Okay. Ooh. That's a fair
Both
point.
literally and figuratively.
Like, I want to bash down this door. I want to use an experience. Which one? Hard-headed.
Hard-headed,
okay.
Exactly. I want to negotiate prices with these people. Which one are you using? Hard-headed.
Okay, you roll a 1. You headbutt the guy, and he throws you out of the store. Out of the store.
Yeah, so go to summary.
That is, if you, of course, fail in that sense.
Yeah.
Right. The experience I've come up with is not really related to this mini story for now. It's just the stone tells a story. In the sense of a stone being less of like one singular pebble and more like the ground.
The geology, as it were.
Exactly. Essentially, like could be applied to both terrain and being like, okay, what happened here? Is this like a naturally occurring thing, or is this potentially like what happened here to form this terrain this way? Or alternatively, also like if we're moving through rocky terrain, is this dangerous terrain? Is there something to look out for? Or if we're like in a city and have like a building made out of rock, is like, okay, are these bricks maybe loose, or maybe in the sense of like is there maybe like some of these bricks that kind of like don't make sense? Is there maybe a hidden compartment? Essentially, something like stonework it could also be applied to stonework in that sense.
Yeah,
I think that's not too broad. I think that's useful enough.
I think that's a very good one. Yeah.
You can find all the hidden pixels in the adventure games.
That is excellent.
And I think that is all of my advancement choices. I'm going to wait until I go to summary.
That is very fair. You don't have to.
I will at just a moment. I think there's other people who still have stuff to do, and I'm hearing the cat yell, so I'm going to be back in just a moment.
Yeah, I know Gamesy is also stepping away for just a moment. And I believe I see Hafrit and Kalen specifically, you've already done the level up fully.
Yeah, I didn't realize I couldn't go back after I clicked it.
I believe you can still... where was that?
It's fine. I've paid what I paid.
Okay. And I'll go through your cards momentarily to make sure you get the nice pictures as well.
Yeah. I am going to have fun with the illusion spell.
I bet. And like currently, everyone will have either 3 or 4 domain cards, and that is that's still all fine. At a certain point, when you have more than 5, you will have to keep some of your cards in your vault. That means you can't immediately use them, and you can spend or you can mark stress to recall those cards. You can have a total of 5 just in your loadout. And for now, it is not an issue because you have either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Next level up will probably also not be an issue, because you can only get an extra card once per tier. But maybe at level 4, we might run into that. And Ophelia had some options to choose still.
I'm back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
I was just looking at the domain card that I was going to grab, and I realized actually it's almost the same as the one I already have, except it uses less stress.
It uses less stress.
Yeah. Like the one I have now is you can spend 2 hope to clear a hit point or a stress on them, but it takes a few minutes to focus on the target.
Right.
The one I want to take is make a spellcast roll and target a creature other than yourself within melee range. On a success, mark a stress to clear 2 hit points or 2 stress. On a failure, mark a stress to clear a hit point or a stress.
Okay,
you can't
so
heal
that
the
is
same target again.
That is more powerful, but you mark stress.
Yes. And my thought is, if I take Healing Hands, which is the level 2 one, then I kind of don't want to don't need Mending Touch, but I don't think I can swap Mending Touch for something else.
Oh, that is a good question. Let me actually. Additionally, you can also choose to trade out one domain card you already have for a different domain card of an equal level or lower. So you cannot go and choose and make sure. Sorry, you cannot swap a level 1 card for a level 2 card.
Mm-hmm. But I can swap, say, Mending Touch for another level 1.
Correct.
Okay. That is interesting.
It also doesn't say that like they don't have to be in the same domain. They're still like all just domain cards.
Yeah. Then I think I will take Healing Hands, and I will swap out Mending Touch for Forceful Push.
Okay.
I just don't know if I can do that myself.
You said you want to switch out Mending Touch for Forceful Push, which is in the... Is it Valor? Valor domain, yeah. And... we can definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mending Touch is out and Forceful Push is in.
Nice.
And maybe we'll break the system this way. I don't know if that happens when we do this in the level up.
We'll
don't worry about it.
see.
We'll see.
But yeah, still going slightly more flavor than optimization,
Mm-hmm.
which is rare for me. I'm going to increase finesse and instincts.
Okay.
I just feel like Ophelia is someone she doesn't talk much necessarily, but she notices things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's just, I feel like she's always just doing something with her hands, like if it's, tending to her wings or sewing a little pouch or polishing her dagger. She's just always doing something, so that's where the finesse comes in for me.
Yeah. You're practicing your dexterity, as it were.
So I think that's me done with the level up.
Excellent. Yep.
There we go.
That updates itself. Very nice.
And my evasion is now 9.
Excellent, yes. Then I believe...
Presume I can change these slots, click the rest and refresh button.
I think that's something we'll do before we start our next session properly. Because that will also mean when rest happens, that also means something for me in regards to fear.
Also means Galen can write more of his book.
Correct. Yes. And Cyrenex, you mentioned that you were waiting to
go to the summary, yes.
Complete your level up. Was there anything that you wanted extra eyes on or had questions about?
The only thing I think I came up with like a reflavor for Conjure Swarm that makes sense. Right now I'm very much mountain, almost rock themed, so something having like little rock shards that like either form a shield or like shred an opponent I think would make sense.
That sounds very fitting, yeah.
Rock shotgun.
Yeah, except it's an AoE.
Do rock shotgun.
I don't know if I understand the reference.
Rock lobster from B-52s.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't understand the reference.
Don't worry,
That's
I don't
fair.
either.
Fair enough. But it is something that I will look into. Then, question for Kamesy. Do you want to look through the level up together, or do you want to kind of hold off and we go into discussion of our next mini arc?
I think. Huh? I think next arc is fine because I'm still struggling to figure out what it is that I want to do.
Okay. Because, like, we can definitely just help with that if you want.
I'm kind of embarrassed to do it live, I must say. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of the point of the session. But...
No, fair enough. I'm happy to sit with you at another time in that case.
Thank you.
I think it's not uncommon for people to be like, hey, I don't really have the spoons for this right now. Can we just do this one-on-one later? So I don't think it's weird to say this is not by the book.
No, it's absolutely fair.
I am genuinely just minorly embarrassed by that. That's all.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's
It's all fine.
It's fine.
You're fine.
So in that case, going back here, so our previous encounters were focused on the town of Nolan, and we, as your adventurers, you managed to solve a minor mystery of why the town of Nolan had lost communication. You thwarted a plot to steal relics from the Restorigens. And now there will be in between that and our next adventure, there will be some downtime, there will be some rest. And the question then becomes, what is it that you, as players or as player characters, would like to do next? I know we had a little bit of a conversation at the end of last session, and I know Gamesy wasn't there, but I believe, as far as I can recall, talked a little bit about maybe delving into Kaelin's backstory a little bit, to figure out...
It was an idea, I guess.
It was an idea, correct.
It was a suggestion for bringing the people along whose characters would maybe not be as inclined to stay as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make? I mean, yeah. No, that I'm one of the people who has that problem. So,
But it doesn't have to be that. It could also be other things if people can think of other things.
Mm-hmm. I think this would be a good...
down for Caden stuff.
I think it would be a good starting point at the very least for figuring out what to do. But also, are there things in regards to your characters that you would like to focus on or reflect on? Maybe trying to see hey, with what we've been doing in the previous arc, I want to have an opportunity to use more of this or do more of that.
there is, for me, it's just there is this one part of the backstory that didn't come up yet, which is essentially just the fact that I still have that package that somebody tried to steal at some point, and I don't know what's in it.
Correct.
That is something that could still, it didn't factor into this mystery. That is something that is, for at least on my side, something that is more immediate and as of yet unresolved.
Right. And in regards to that, was this something that you were already contracted to deliver, or was this someone else's package that you found that you was in mid being stolen? How did this...
I was contracted to deliver, and then during the... I don't know what's in it, but during the delivery, somebody tried to steal it off of me. It I think the way we handled it was during a rest stop, somebody tried to break into the room, in a rented room, and tried to steal that package in specific, but didn't get away with it.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out, is there something that made Rune, or that prevented Rune from delivering it in the first place, or if there is something that Rune is carrying this in order to deliver it at a specific point? Because Rune has taken a bit of a detour helping the others in Nolan in regards to that.
Right. It's not... It couldn't have been an ASAP thing, just based on that.
Yeah.
What would make the most sense in that situation? What would be the most interesting thing in that situation? Now, I suppose it's something that... I think it would make sense for it to be something that has to be delivered at a specific point in time to a specific location.
Okay.
That could work. I could see that working.
An option that might be because I, as you say, it hasn't really come up in our first 3 sessions. Would it be possible or likely that it wasn't Rune being contracted to deliver it, but someone else, and you might have prevented that that robbery, but now the task of delivering this falls to her?
Could work.
And so it might be a thing where Rune is a little uncomfortable with it because it was not technically her job, but she's now she's received this package and now has to find a way.
Possibly a little out of her depth in regards to this.
Okay.
Could be something that's a little clandestine in nature and like not allowed to look inside the package until it arrives. Don't know what's in the package.
What's in the box?
And how much is what's in the box worth?
All right. Would this, and it might be too coincidental, but would it work if the package that you need to deliver might need to be delivered to the same place that Kaelin has heard rumors about a certain Samuel?
I missed that. It was cut out a bit.
That sounds fine by me.
The question there is maybe the package needs to be delivered to the same place that is spoken about in rumors of maybe Samuel's location, and Samuel is a background character for Kaelin.
Sure.
Yeah. That could work. It could also be a thing where because the package it would make sense to stick in a group because the package if somebody tried to steal it once, that might happen again, and it's less likely in a larger group.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Honestly, I think it being a little clandestine, secret, it's supposed to be secret, at least makes sense in terms of why Rune isn't bringing it up with the rest of the group. But it's something that could essentially become relevant for something we stumble upon, at which point it might become relevant. Oh, we might already be involved in this without knowing it.
That is definitely a possibility. So currently, my mind is going to, it's not necessarily a mystery, but definitely some intrigue going on for this next mini arc.
I think so, yeah.
And currently we have ties with Kaelin and Rune. And I'm wondering if we can tie a few more strings to the other player characters.
Well,
The
considering that
the
I'm
thing
nosy.
Yes.
I don't know. Could just be if anybody needs to find out something, maybe I can do some digging.
Absolutely. Do you feel like you've, in this case, what would Nose have heard in that regard? Mostly because with how we're setting up our current stream. This is not so much us talking and like rolling things, but definitely like we are deciding what is happening or what has happened.
Yeah. I'm more just throwing out like if there's a need to like give the people at the table a means to find out stuff. I've got a character that can do that.
Absolutely.
But probably Cyrenex, do you believe that Rune has a reputation around her work?
I'm not sure.
Like, you're well known for getting packages going well. Do you have good standing, or people know about like a particular thing that you've done in your line of work that was like interesting, you know, like a tavern story that you tell everyone, that kind of thing? But is there something, whether specific to that kind of small point or broad sense of like, yeah, people generally know that I'm good at the career stuff?
I suppose I suppose it could be that like Rune would be good at getting packages through otherwise like inhospitable and dangerous terrain like mountains. That would be the most like in-line thing that would make sense, I think. So there being a reputation could work.
All right. Chris, do you think it's plausible that Nose would know about the failed theft attempt? Like, was that kept under wraps, or is that like well-known like information?
I think I can see it going either way. If Rune hasn't disclaimed, like hasn't specifically mentioned this to Nose, it might be that a contact in the courier business would have tipped Nose off about it. It could also be that, it's somewhat of a known thing that in public houses or taverns where people know Rune is like, oh hey, you did that, like you prevented this theft, and you know, took care of that other courier who might have gotten a bit injured in that scrape.
That would make sense given the like first aid like medic experience.
Mm-hmm. Another option that I'm thinking of is either Nose has heard about these rumors from Samuel being in this new location and has told Kaelin, if that is something that Kaelin would have been open about in the past. That's kind of up to Danny here.
I know he's talked to Hafrid about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
I
if he's
take
talked to anyone
secrets to the grave.
else.
So yeah, unless Kaelin
Because,
told Nose directly, I would not have.
I don't think he would have said to not tell anyone about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also have a maybe significant other in my history, and I've only told Nose, so it's kind of like, I wouldn't want to betray that.
Because, yeah, the situation with Kaelin is that his boyfriend broke up with him in very much an I have to do this because I'm going away for a while and don't want to leave you waiting for me sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't know when he was coming back.
Do you think that's something you've discussed either on the way back from Nolan to Cot, or maybe whilst you were in Cot resting and recuperating?
It might have come up in conversation.
Okay.
Because I mean, we were there, right? We were at like a familiar place for Kaylin to then want to talk about, like, oh yeah, while I'm home, here's some
Also, like,
interesting
if anyone who like doesn't know him as well asks him if he has anyone waiting for him back home, he might mention it there.
Is very fair. So currently I have...
Or if anyone came with him to talk to his mother, she would have mentioned it a lot.
Fair. Yeah.
Because she's very much encouraging Caleb to go find his boyfriend again.
Akron might be a bit of a...
She might be shipping them.
Yeah. That is fair. So...
I feel like Ophelia would probably have gone. It's just, you know, she likes getting to know people and then hearing about, oh, boyfriend, huh? This sounds like someone you should find. Guess what I'm at?
Yeah. The entire group just bullying him into going to find his boyfriend.
No.
Brackets affectionate.
I think that's a good start, and we should take a little bit of a break for Twitch reasons, and get darn you.
Call it a Bezos break. Sorry.
Yes.
I wish I could get a break from Bezos. Jesus Christ.
Me too.
It's hilarious that Bezos is enforcing breaks on us and not his Amazon employees.
Wow.
Oh, deep cuts. True, but deep cuts.
I approve this message. So with that said, let's take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back. There will be ads. There might be some clips if I remember. But we'll be back at 1:15 the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kay likes to watch. I do enjoy a good cuck. Actually, but I prefer a cuck throne.
Oh, also, I tried Coliseum fights. I am awful. They suck.
Hilar. The cat has deigned to get up off of my blanket. So I was past him. Hello, yes, you are very wiggly because you don't like being held.
Yeah, this area was probably my favorite area out of Anniversary 2, but puzzles were a bit easy for my taste. Could have been harder. I don't know, more obscure hints, a multi-step puzzle rather than just a single hint, basically telling you exactly what to do, that kind of stuff.
Star! Star, he comes in you! What?
Wait. Scratch that. Star, it's you!
Fish dog. Like you do. You okay, Ann?
Trying to kill it the usual way isn't going to work with this monster.
Oh. That is what they mean.
What else am I supposed to do?
That is what they mean. That is correct, BE. Before coffee, I'm just a plesiosaur penis dog. I hate that I used words.
No! Now I'm dead!
Okay.
I'm back. But at what cost? I'm dead!
Oh,
no!
We both died! We got so close!
Okay, so it hasn't restarted it at the beginning.
Not all the way back to the beginning.
Okay, that's...
So, a song from upcoming film night. Okay, fair. Yeah. So as a result, we had a gay agenda. It involved karaoke. We are in a match, and you are a default. Why are you a default? What did you do?
Okay.
Well, that guy's just a pickaxe. So.
But look how cool the pickaxe is. Oh, we've got Avatar.
I agree.
Oh, we want to go down?
We could check out what's down there first, sure. Ow! We found you a secret feature! No way!
Are you clicking in the right mode? Or is it just falling through a picture?
We fell through it!
Completely legal.
Who are you? I would like to speak to you.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
I'm greatly pleased to. Thank you. He found them! Ah!
Who are you?
My husband!
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time.
Well, I guess I'm eating this hot ginger. And this hot shroom. Something is making things around it spiky. Is spiky okay, that's why I would like there to be a... Okay. Burning will sustain to... That's fine. Okay, I can trade an energy item.
No, thank you. Don't you spew your weird water at me. Sometimes I don't think before I speak, and by sometimes I mean always.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors.
I need y'all to understand. Look at her. Just look at her.
I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision.
Sorry.
Two homies sitting in the moon pool. I don't want a creature egg. Inventory's full, but I'm not here for creature egg. Yeah, the brain gives you a multiple choice sheet, and gang, I feel like I shouldn't be here. Oh my god! Not again! Not again! We're not doing this again!
Elder Kai calls for 5 minutes of Birdlife musical.
ねタッチのリディームは難しいのバジルはそんなにやばいのエルちゃんもうもうまあじゃあ5分かな
Sorry.
Hello again! We are back from break. I hope that everyone, not just people here, but also people in chat, have had a good momentary respite.
Yeah.
We are now all back.
We are now all
I am
back.
Yeah.
Back
It is nice to
again.
meet you back. Oh, psh.
Likewise.
Sorry.
It is nice to meet you back, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, welcome back, Dad and Slim Shady.
Hi, guys.
Hello. So, before our break, we were talking a little bit about certain threads for our mini arc. So we know that Rune needs to deliver a package to a certain place. We know that Nose heard rumors about Samuel, Kaylin's ex-boyfriend?
Air quotes around the X.
Air quotes around
the
the
Facebook status is it's complicated.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's complicated for one of the parties.
No. It's probably complicated for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you really put that on Facebook?
Apparently
People did,
Well,
yes.
Yeah,
well,
it surprises
I simply
me.
don't. I simply do not have a Facebook account.
I don't anymore.
I have one for the cat groups.
Fair.
I don't have a social media profile on anything, I don't think.
Fair.
The blue sky.
You are stronger than all of us.
Facebook is how most people find out I got married.
Lamau.
That is very fair. So, we were talking a little bit, maybe about Ophelia having not necessarily a direct tie, but wanting to find out a little bit more of a connection between her and her deity. Or did I misremember?
I think the reason she's going on this specific trip is because she knows she's good at navigating, I'm gonna call it, because of her connection to her deity, but
yes,
also to use this sort of as a way to learn more about herself. Because I feel that the community she grew up in was very safe.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be whoever you wanted to be, but because of that, she doesn't have a whole lot of real world experience. So she's gone out to get that.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. I was looking through Hafrit's background information for a moment.
Uh-huh.
Did we decide on a name for the...
Lamau, no, I forgot to.
No. Okay, well, that's...
I can get one. While we're working on things, I can look for one.
Fair enough.
But,
Because you mentioned that there's a love interest? Previously?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's been quite some time since then.
Yes.
But yes.
There's also someone who defeated you in combat.
Oh yeah, that bastard.
Yes. Those are not the same person, as I can hear.
Necessarily.
They could be.
Oh.
I am willing to edit things. That was not my intent, but they could be.
That would be interesting.
Absolutely a choice you can make.
I know we had a thing, but you broke into my house and left me for dead. So...
I don't know if we want to continue doing that thing then.
Seems like a bad idea unless you're really, really into that.
And look, I'm not here to kink shame. And I'll leave it at that.
But no, it was not my original intent for them to be the same person.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely fair.
I'm just looking through ancestries to see what I could build off of for ideas for a name.
Fair.
But also the aspect about it is if it's like, oh yeah, no, somebody mentions that Samuel's near there, it's just kind of like, okay, Kaylin, we've been talking about this, for a while now. Let's go. We know where generally he's at. We figure he's still alive. Let's go. And then, but there's also kind of like the social connections in regards to kind of like the mystery thing, with the thief in the night that tried to steal the package. Whoever knows doesn't necessarily know, or if knows needs to get into a space for high society. I am also willing to help there.
Galen also, he can do talking.
Yeah, it's more the privilege thing because I was born into snobbery. Not really, but
I have genetic snootiness.
Yes.
That's just called being British.
I don't.
Really depends on where you're from.
I mean...
Oh no.
Oh yes.
I can make the joke, and so can you, because it's fun to make fun of British people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you French?
No, I'm Welsh.
It's always okay to make fun of the British.
Yeah. After everything the British did to the world, it's okay to make fun of the British.
See, I could make fun of the British, but that seems hypocritical of me.
No, it's fine. We'll just make fun of each other.
Fair.
Yeah, people can make fun of the Dutch as well. I make fun of the Dutch. I am Dutch.
Yeah,
I don't
but
live in the Netherlands.
the thing is, I should make fun of the Dutch because I'm Dutch. If I make fun of the British, that seems hypocritical.
No, I'm British.
It's
I
only
cannot make fun of the British.
It's only hypocritical if you're not making fun of the Dutch occasionally.
There you go. Yeah. It needs to be
You
in
just
balance.
You just gotta do both.
Yes.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Equal
Now,
opportunity
I don't
funny
know
guy.
why, but for
We'll
some
just call it
reason,
reparation.
I'm kind of getting the feeling that this next mini arc is going to include a heist, and I don't know why.
I'd love a heist. I love heists. Heists are cool.
Darn you. That's so much work.
It's just,
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. I just got this weird hunch of like, why am I seeing a heist in our near future?
Next
Look,
time
it
we're
could be a
playing
heist.
Blades in the Dark.
It could be a heist that
maybe-
immediately gets ruined by Ophelia wearing armor.
Or maybe it's gonna be our job to prevent a heist.
I'm also wearing armor.
But
See,
you
it's
preventing a
ruined by
heist
jingly people.
still needs me to prepare a heist.
No, you don't need to prepare a heist. You need to prepare a clock.
Yes, that is true. No, it's
That's what Daggerheart does. You're good. You're good.
It
fine.
works. It works in the system too. Yes.
Looking at names.
Can I make the suggestion of Nathaniel?
Nathaniel.
Yeah. I have no reason for this. The name popped up and I thought, yes, that's a good name.
Okay. Nathaniel is a good name. I was thinking about how the elves from Fantasy High would say it, though.
Nathaniel.
Yes. But yeah, is there anything that you would wish for me to add or to suggest in layering on things for Hafrit to throw in there?
Well, that is a very fair point. What I'm thinking is that maybe either through Nose or through another conduit, Hafrit might hear that his rival or nemesis or whatever fate binding you want, sorry, different system, that they might also be at this particular locale, which I am currently calling X, ECKS, for it being an X on a map and people just taking that and running with it. And then it became a location.
Yeah.
Like a settlement. And not because it's a reference to Discworld.
It, even if I didn't know it was a reference, it did sound very Discworld.
I believe there is a continent on the Discworld that is that was labeled as XXXXX. That is now known as 4X, and it's based on Australia. The Discworld reference is just a bonus. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now that works. Also, I think you just said 5x first, unless
Oh,
I
dear.
miscounted.
I meant 4.
Okay.
It was also previously known as Terror Incognita. Instead of Terra, Terror.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that also checks out for Australia.
That also checks out for Discworld. But yeah, I'm imagining X as being like a hive of scum and villainy.
Is it like... if we're going with like a little bit like we are in big mountains, like big mountain area, right? Generally, like mountainous region.
Mountainous areas, yeah. With definitely some like sloping hills and some plains, but there's definitely a mountain range nearby and prevalent.
So would it make sense for that town to be, because like in general it is cold here, so being out in the open is generally like if you can avoid it, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Would it make sense if the mountains are really big? Would it make sense if the town is like partially underground? It's like a massive like cave, and it's just like there's a town in the cave because the cave is just big enough for a whole town to be in there.
Mm-hmm. That is absolutely possible. Yeah.
I like Cave Town.
So I mean, I think it would make sense in this, like if there's like a whole bunch of like partially explored, maybe dangerous, maybe like escape tunnel systems of like that would also make sense for how people get around when they don't want to be seen. Like you could go into like the deeper cave network. Maybe it will lead somewhere. Maybe you'll just get lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine some of these cave networks would have been used for like, I don't know, smuggling routes or just like quiet getaways.
Very true.
If we're doing a little bit of world building exercise right now.
That is absolutely part and parcel of the game.
Yeah.
I've got a name.
Oh.
I think Ophelia would probably have a lot of questions and curiosity about this because I imagine that she comes from a very verdant area and kind of lived in a giant tree. Like there was just a whole community and village around and in a giant tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's why her wings were also very helpful.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And Hafrit, Alvin, so you mentioned that you have a name.
Yes, I sat there to look at ancestries that were in the book. I settled on elf and fairy because I like the idea of mixed ancestries in this game because it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I have named this individual Perder de Hanan.
Oh. I need the spelling of that.
Absolutely. I also put it in the thing so you can reference it whenever.
Is it a
Perder de Hanan.
mythological? Is it a mythological reference? It's like
Peridor is one of the many names of Sir Percival. And almost every instance of anything mentioning Sir Perry that I've heard so far, they've either been more femme presenting or androgynous. So
that is very neat. Given that you said that they have elvish and fairy ancestry, I'm going to say they have wings like a hummingbird's.
That's cute.
That's sweet.
That sounds very fairy folk talesy, yeah.
Yeah. And they're also very colorful from what I can tell.
What size are they is a good question from Alpine
That
in
is
chat.
Phenomenal question.
And like the reason that I'm going for like a hummingbird's wings is because fairies, according to the book, are more insectile, and we're veering off of that.
Yeah, no. That's what I was going to sit there and do. I was actually thinking, if anything, like for a basic thing would be like the large basic fairy wings for like the pixies and whatnot, but no, I prefer hummingbird related stuff because of history related things. And probably a little close to 6 foot. So I think like half-read's 6'8" type of thing, and fairies can be anywhere from 2 to 7 feet, and elves are usually about 6 feet. So.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Fairies are very varied in size.
I think I made Samuel half human, half giant.
Yes, everyone is big.
Yes.
the other aspect in regards to fairy is like mythologically speaking, fairy is about as useful as a descriptor as
Yep,
fish.
mhm.
Yes.
Yes,
There's
yes.
so many kinds of fairy.
Uh-huh.
Slightly related, but a book series that I really like is Emily Wilde's, because it's written by, well, it's like you get the most autistic professor ever researching fairies.
Excellent.
I'm realizing a good
That
experience
sounds
for...
like the stuff Arthur Conan Doyle was doing when people weren't forcing him to write more Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, yeah. How many times did he kill off Sherlock?
A lot.
And he still had to bring him back every time.
Yeah, I think the Queen even intervened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He really didn't want to write anymore.
What was I gonna say right now? Unrelated. If we're going off world building, like, if we're going into like a bit more of like a like almost Knights of the Round Table, like fairy theme, do we want to world build a bit how we're treating like traditional ideas of like what fae as a concept means here?
Fairies are just a people in this game, I think.
In this game, do we in this world want to have like a more mythological approach to that, or do we just want to keep it like as is?
It's a good question.
I know the reason why I did fairy is because the only thing that was the closest to the whole OC pairing, given that I am infernal in nature, and the closest thing to angelic things are a class, and I'm not putting NPCs in classes. So.
Also, I, as a player, have a low tolerance for what I call fae bullshit.
And yet you're friends with me.
And yeah, I'm friends with you and another person who also likes to do a lot of fae bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very specific threshold for fey bullshit.
And I just get below that. So your threshold is around 6'4".
You haven't put me in an incredibly confusing situation yet.
I understand where Danny's coming from with the Fae bullshit thing, because it is when a lot of people who have done games have introduced fairies or like Fae related things, it is just like 3 or 4 steps shy of the line of asshole GM in a lot of cases. Not saying anyone here or anyone that we know does it, but it's just, I am going to introduce these things to be weird and make it so your stuff doesn't usually work.
And also the consequences of fucking up with Fae bullshit are incredibly bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
In my
and it's
own
really
writing,
easy to fuck up.
In my own writing, specifically with the concept of the Fae Groves, they are very much antagonistic towards the mundane world, simply because of the mundane world introducing concepts to them that they really do not like, such as chronology.
How dare you make me
So
acknowledge that
iron,
time
maybe.
exists?
They don't necessarily have a aversion to iron in my mythology, but I might have to think about that more. Anyway.
One of the people I play with who plays in a different game is a fawn, and she has no concept of money. Which is
Zinnia?
great. Yes.
Yes.
Except when she goes around standing in a tavern singing about our exploits, showing, look at this bag of coin we got! On stage.
Yep. I can imagine that. I've played in that game as a guest, and well, she is fun.
She is fun. She is. I have taken over money from her.
Understandably so. Anyway,
ironically, I played a similar character today, except my character there is way more exasperated at everyone.
Fair. Yeah. So we have a mountainous cave settlement called X, where possibly Kalen's ex is.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
X at X.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I gotta get him off X.
He's
so full of Nazis.
I still call it Twitter.
Same.
Yes, Twitter, the site currently known as Twitter.
Yes. Anyway, Rune needs to deliver a package to that place, even though it has this terrifying reputation of being a hive of scum and villainy.
Sometimes hives of skull and villainy need parcels delivered.
Indeed. Can
Criminals
I
get those
add,
too.
Rune, that you've tried to find information like who ordered this delivery, where does it originate from, who does it originate from, and all you've been met with are, I don't know, or best not look into it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Or attempts to scam you.
Possibly. Ideally, like essentially staying in a group at that point would be a safety thing if that's where we need to head next.
That sounds like a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
And Ophelia, I as I mentioned, might not have like a direct connection to this, but in the sense of like figuring out where her path is, might consider this maybe like a divine or like a religious step. Like I'm maybe scared of where we're going, but I trust these people, and it is part of, travel and journeying, and this is part of my, what's the word? Communing with my deity.
Yeah. Also because Asani is also the deity of travelers and wanderers. So knowing that they are going somewhere dangerous, she also probably feels it's her responsibility to watch over them.
That sounds like a very good idea. And then in all of this confluence of things, maybe we should just add that Hafrit receives a letter in the hand of one Peridor Dahanan.
I also did make a name for the individual who left me for dead.
Oh.
And I did have an idea for that one.
Yes.
But that one was a pure human.
Okay.
Bronze same age. Emphasis on was.
Oh.
I was looking at like a cybernetic enhancement thing, and they are now like Clank as well.
I like that very much.
Interesting.
Might have delved into some unknown relics without proper supervision.
Yep.
No, we just got off a quest about that.
Yeah. Like,
that means we know all about
comparatively, you got off light.
This person, maybe not so much.
Because you just found something that was meant as like a safety tool, and you managed to deactivate it.
One thing actually, Kamesy, if you want to, specifically regarding the parcel Rune needs to deliver, seems you seem to be the most knowledgeable about like this kind of like city goings on and so on and so forth. If you want, Rune would have an idea to essentially give you, because you seem better at like generally safekeeping things. give you the real parcel and then make a fake copy that Rune keeps. So essentially, if we're going into a dangerous location, if that gets stolen, it's a fake that gets stolen, because people would expect Rune to have that package.
Oh yeah, no, I can. If we get GM approval, I'm in.
Why would I say no?
I don't know.
That's fair. I love this idea. It's a very fair and very I would say this is very good thinking. So you found something that is kind of the same shape, same size, and with Nose's abilities, you would make a fairly convincing copy of this parcel.
Yeah, can do.
And I think with all of
Probably
that,
put out some feelers.
yeah. I think with that, we have a good setup for our next session, which will be, I believe, April 17th.
Let me check my calendar. Yes, that would be not next. It's the correct day.
Yes.
Yes.
And if there are any other questions, I am of course available to discuss those, but I do think we are going to say goodbye to all of the people in chat. And thank you all for being here and for hanging out, also for asking questions or making comments. I really, really do appreciate it, but I also, of course, appreciate all lurkers who have been here from the start, as well as joining in at a later time. I'm just going to say hi to the folks for a quick moment and a raiding out, and then I'll be right back with you all. So, with that said...
Bye!